We'll see some examples of evaporation. Here I have water in a earthen pot, and there is also water in a steel pot. Where would you find the water to be cooler? And you'll definitely agree that the water in the earthen pot, in a pot made of mud of earth, remains cooler. So here the water remains cooler. Here the water is not as cold. Now we'll explain this. This can be explained by evaporation. So here's the earthen pot with water in it. Now this earthen pot is porous. It has got these little pores, which there are pores here. So when you keep water in an earthen pot, this water molecules slowly move out of the pot and they come to the surface because the pot is porous. Here they move out of the pot, the water molecules, like this. Here they move out and they collect outside the pot. Now when they are outside the pot, they begin to evaporate, and when they evaporate, they take the heat from inside the pot, this heat from inside the pot, they absorb this heat and they move out. So they absorb this heat and these water molecules then evaporate, and as they evaporate, they take away the heat from the pot here. So the heat from the pot leaves together with the water molecules. This reduces the temperature of the water inside the pot. So I repeat again, in a porous pot, the water seeps out. It seeps out because of the pores, and once it seeps out, when it reaches out, it evaporates. And this evaporation causes cooling. The water required for this evaporation, the heat required for this evaporation is taken from the water. So the water begins to get cooler. The next we see why cotton clothes are worn in summer and keeps us cooler than synthetic clothes. Okay, so here I have two people. One has worn this cotton clothes, so I'll just draw here. So here he is wearing a cotton vest. He's wearing a cotton vest, while this person here is wearing a synthetic vest. Synthetic means like made of nylon. And the difference between these two vests is a cotton vest is porous. So here you can see I made pores in the cotton vest. This is the cotton vest, and the cotton vest is porous. So when the person sweats, now here he is sweating. When the person sweats, this sweat is going to evaporate. It's going to come out of the pores and going to come on the outer surface, and it will evaporate. And as it evaporates, and we know evaporation causes cooling, as these molecules evaporate, they will take away the heat from the body. So they will take away all this heat from the body. So the heat of the body will leave the person, because as these molecules evaporate, they absorb the heat from the body and they evaporate. But what will happen to this case now? Now this person too has sweated. He's got water molecules here, he's sweating. But these water molecules are unable to escape because there are no pores. So the heat in the body remains as it is. So you feel hotter or warmer in synthetic clothes. because they are not porous, and because they are not porous, there is no evaporation. However, in cotton clothes, the cotton clothes are porous. There is evaporation. The sweat leaves the through the pores of the clothes, and this evaporation causes cooling. So in summer, it's always advisable to wear cotton clothes.